Hey, everybody, and welcome. Look, the freight market is absolutely on fire right now. But let's be real. Are you actually feeling that heat in your wallet? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all the noise and give you a simple, powerful playbook for 2026. We're talking about where to send your truck for the best paying loads, and just as important, how to guard your profits from all those costs that keep creeping up.
Okay, let's just jump right in. Look at this number, over 20%. That's the rate increase for short-haul hotshots in just the last 30 days. I mean, that's not just a little bump, right? That is a massive market signal screaming that there is some serious money to be made right now. And trust me, that's not the only one.
And that right there is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It feels awesome seeing those high rates on the load board, but after you pay for fuel and tolls and everything else, are you actually taking home more cash? For so many of you out there, the bottom line just isn't matching those top-line numbers. And that's exactly the problem we're going to tackle today.
All right, first things first, let's really get into what's happening with these rates. The data is telling a pretty interesting story, and understanding it is absolutely the first step to making it work for you.
So what's really fascinating here is the sheer strength we're seeing across the board in short-haul freight. Yeah, dry van got a little bump, which is nice, but look at reefer, up over 8.5%. And the real winners here, you gotta look at flatbed, up almost 10%. And then, of course, hot shots with that mind-blowing 20% jump. The story is clear. The money is in that specialized local work right now.
And this isn't just a fluke in the local lanes, you know? As we look at medium haul, it's pretty much the same story. Reefer and dry van are up, and that's solid. But again, the monster gains are in flatbed and hotshot, both rocketing up around 15%. This tells you there's some seriously strong demand for that kind of equipment out there.
Okay, so what does all this rate info actually mean for you? It's simple. Knowing rates are up is one thing. Knowing exactly where to point your truck to get those rates, well, that's the whole ballgame. That's how you make bank and kill that deadhead. So let's find the hotspots.
Man, this right here is a perfect tale of two markets, and it shows why you've got to follow the data. Right now, if you're pulling a reefer, South Texas is literally printing money. Why? Produce season is in full swing, plus you've got all that freight crossing from Mexico. Now, flip that coin. Florida, which you'd think would be great in the spring, is being called backhaul territory. Taking a load out of there right now is a huge gamble if you don't have a solid plan.
Okay, now let's head north a bit to the Midwest because, wow, it is an absolute gold mine right now for flatbed and dry van. You've got a boom in manufacturing, data centers being built, massive demand for steel. The flatbed load-to-truck ratio recently hit 70-1. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. 70 loads for one truck. That's insane. If you're running flatbed or van, places like Chicago and Gary, Indiana, that's where you hold all the cards.
Okay, so we've talked about all the great money you can make. But now we got to talk about the other side of the ledger, the stuff that's trying to sneak into your wallet and steal those profits. You have to be on guard for these profit killers.
$2.26. I want you to burn this number into your brain. This is the average cost per mile for an owner-operator to run their truck. Any load that's paying you less than this, you are literally paying to haul it. It is that simple. You have to know your numbers, cold.
I could not have said this better myself. This quote nails the single biggest, most dangerous mistake you can make in this kind of market. Diesel prices are all over the place, and when you agree to an all-in rate, you are personally taking on all the risk. You're basically gambling with the price of diesel. You have to separate the line haul from the fuel.
And hey, it's not just the pump that's hitting you. Tolls are on the march. As you can see here, a whole bunch of states have already confirmed toll hikes for 2026. And these are major freight lanes. We're talking Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Texas, New York. It's just another one of those hidden costs that will eat your lunch if you don't account for it in your rate.
All right, so we know where the hot spots are. We know what costs are gunning for our profits. The big question is, what are we going to do about it? Well, here is your actionable, no-nonsense playbook for 2026.
All right, let's break this down. Number 1, leverage data. And I mean real-time data. What the rates were last week, that's old news. Use your load board data to check every single load. Number 2, pivot geographically. You've got to be willing to follow the freight. As we've seen, that means South Texas and the Midwest are calling your name. 3, formalize surcharges. Make a fuel surcharge a non-negotiable part of your agreement. We'll get more into that. 4, secure your identity. Your digital reputation, your safety scores, they matter more than ever. They get you access to the best freight. And finally, number 5, manage your capital. Keep some cash on hand. You need a buffer for a big repair or a slow week, so you don't have to take cheap freight out of desperation.
Look, I want to stop here for a second on point number 3 because it is absolutely critical. A fuel surcharge is your insurance policy. It's not there to pay for all your fuel, it's there to protect your profit when diesel shoots up. Now, there's no law saying a broker has to give you one, which means it is on you to get it written into that rate confirmation every single time.
Phew. Okay. We've gone through a ton of info here. We've seen the hot rates, the hot regions, the risks, and the playbook. So let's boil it all down to what you can go do right now.
Okay, let's boil this all down. If you're going to walk away and do 3 things today, make them these 3. Number 1, know your cost per mile. Not the average, not your buddy's number, your number. 2, follow the data, not your habits. Get your truck into those hot markets like South Texas and the Midwest where the money is. And 3, make it a rule. Never, ever agree to a load without separating the line haul rate and the fuel surcharge. Period.
Look, we genuinely love digging into this stuff and pulling out the key insights that can help you make more money. If you got any value out of this explainer, do us a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us out, and it makes sure you won't miss the next breakdown.
And one last thing, this isn't a one-way street. The data's one thing, but you're the ones with your boots on the ground. So I gotta ask you, what are you seeing out on the road? What's your hot market right now? You got any questions? Drop it all in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going and help each other win. Thanks for watching.